I pooped in the bathtub. I was already intoxicated.
On the lighter side, wouldn't life be easier if things were not plastic anymore?
Things were not plastic.
Yeah, like
What do you
imagine
mean by that?
if your ID was like on a chip or it was like on a phone.
Oh, like they actually proposed something that the Ministry of Home Affairs.
Is that?
Oh yeah, the
Yes,
Ipumbu.
Pumbu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually proposed that in partnership with the UNDP, they are gonna actually create a new electronic ID. So
Is that not part of the dark side? 666
Aye.
chip. You guys are getting chipped.
different.
You guys are getting chipped. You guys are getting chipped.
if it was planted in my body, yeah.
Oh, so it has nothing to do with your physical self or
But obviously your fingerprints are gonna be.
wait there.
Hi
You see
guys,
now
please
these
come
things.
on now. Come on.
You see now.
But I feel
No,
like it's a good thing.
but it's an initiative that the ministry has introduced. I think it was Parliament. Yeah, they
Yeah, but I feel like
spoke about it.
But do you know what would be more dope? Okay, what did they say? They said that you don't have to walk around with the ID. And
Yeah, so you
on the brighter side, yes, if you get to a place, the bank or whatever, they can just have your ID there. You can, I don't know, say your name or ID number and it will pop up there. And on the side of now, the bad things, the criminals that want to run away with things. they
There's
can also
always a
get
way.
like that. And now I feel like what would be more dope is if they, what were you saying the other day? If you could certify your documents online on a website.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
come on now.
a friend of mine, me and Joseph, we had this plan a long time ago. We actually built
And
a
this
proposal.
intellectual
everything.
property belongs to Hilifa 94.
No, it's already out there now. It's
Is
already
it?
out there.
They
Because
stole it.
as part of come for me. Next thing you know, there are government cars parked outside.
Baba, yeah, what did you say?
It's a shakedown.
Yeah.
But what we had was that we wanted to create like sort of like an electronic briefcase. So your electronic briefcase is like it's a tree with its
Different
relevant branches. Yeah. So one branch is basically like anything that needs to be certified at the police. You know, then you have the financial branch where different banks have also access to your information. So on their side, they just sign into this system. So it's a database that has your signature. And your signature consists of all your relevant information, your cards, date of birth, birth certificate, all these things are in one centralized place. And once you send that code over to the other side where it needs to either be certified or anything, they sign in from their side and it's certified already. And then once you receive it, you receive a document that's certified, then you can give it to, you can send it to the other branch, you can send it to your bank, send it to your school. So you basically just sign up different branches that you can kind of communicate with, like to shorten the loop where you don't have to go sit in queues and whatnot. So we had the whole thing. We started building the database. We even approached ministries and whatnot. I'm not going to mention the ministry.
Watch up on.
We forwarded
Watch up on now.
And then it went quiet. We got like one response.
The common thing.
Which was like, oh, we will get back to you. What meeting, we kept quiet. We are celebrating. It's 2020.
COVID.
We are celebrating. We are happy. Like, oh, at least it got to the right people. They said they'd get back to us. Till today, we haven't heard.
5 years later.
And now there's an electronic ID and it's a good thing. Maybe it doesn't operate the same.
Okay, now.
But why don't you go touch it again?
No, I think with introduction to this, guys, it belongs here on this day, on this date, on this time. You've heard it here first. Dude, what needs to happen is you probably just need to reintroduce the idea as an additional component towards what they're trying to do with the electronic IDs. But now, my main concern is, is it data or data, Uga?
What you want it to be?
Data. Safety. Yeah, so guys, when we look at the data safety, you ask yourself, how is everything linked? If I have to get now this electronic ID now, how is everything linked to me through that chip? Because your ID must, if you need to open a bank account, you need your ID card, right? Now, with this new system, doesn't it kind of feel like we are diving into the little, not little, but it's big now. Don't you guys think we're diving into the 666, mark of the beast era, whereby everything of yours is controlled by a chip?
I understand how it may seem like that, because if you
Before
look
you
at...
go on, I just want to say it's a good idea, I guess. It's going to be convenient. You don't have to have your ID. You can go somewhere and probably say your ID number and they'll get it immediately and see your face and the ID, everything as well. Good idea.
Yeah.
Go on.
I was just about to go into I can see how it can make things a little more efficient. Like everything will be more accessible. Like, especially like if you look into the Western countries, these things are already happening. It's just a matter of time. Even like when, let's say, for example, it will come to a time where, patients in the hospital, when they need medicine, there's just a chip that's on their hand that they can order this medicine. Yeah. Because nurses are already doing it.
In the US.
In the US.
Chipper med.
And then obviously now with the whole Neuralink thing happening.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Neuralink.
Yeah. It's all these billionaires trying to come up with things to...
So like, Neuralink literally wants to put a chip in your head, and they've already started testing. There's been testing different people. So now it brings us to a question like, okay, is it really worth the efficiency if it's going to take away a very significant part of our independence as human? And also put us in that space where now we have to be marked in order to just be normal people in society.
Exactly. That is where we're going to be going into, Jolene. Like, sorry for getting in there. If we have to look at the disguise of all these things, it's just us here in Africa, we are a little bit, slow learner, but everywhere else, it is happening.
So they have a chip, and also in Walmart they can just...
You literally
with
get
the chip, you just scan this...
Is klaar, Chomi, jy gaan vat your milk, your eiers, your brood. There's no... Later on, you see, we are even introducing the robots.
And the money is already gone from your account.
My dear, the moment you touch the eggs, it's already minus $20. You know what I'm saying? You go touch your Coke there, bloop, minus $90.
What if I'm just shaking?
It will be a funny thing, ne? If they actually create like sort of like a belt or like waist beads. Ne?
Yeah.
And then people use it, like especially in sex work. where let's say, for example,
every time you hit,
you hit, that's $1. Every time you hit, another $1. Just
you have to pay now without paying.
Oh, that's but since everything is becoming efficient.
No, they will be.
Now, guys, as much as we love this new initiatives, what about the rural communities? How will they be affected by this electronic card?
The less fortunate.
Transformation, like electronic ID card.
They still have their ID though.
Yeah, I don't think it's really
gonna affect them.
They
can still have their ID. You can have your ID.
Then I'd rather belong to a rural area then.
Unless they make it compulsory, like how MTC.
If you don't register, guys,
you guys
register yourself.
No, the remote ID, whatever, it's just they're just gonna have it on the system. If you don't have it, it's convenient. It's not to say that anything. They're just gonna put your ID on the system and it's gonna be there. If they didn't put it, it's okay. You can come with your ID and then they're gonna put it then. So then it won't affect anything negatively unless you tell.
I'm sure you gotta have some sort of
what?
Code on your phone or something.
Nah.
Because I cannot just approach you like, oh, this is me.
So it's a part of innovation.
ID number.
It's a part of...
we'll see how it works.
Okay, but if I have your ID number, then I can go Dallas.
No, but it's not you. No, they need to see the ID to see you. They need to compare the two people.
Now...
Okay, do you have to like... Okay, we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. Ish.
Yeah, it's just...
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's why I'm asking. Don't you guys think that slowly but surely, do you know that Africa is one of we're going back to the past times whereby Africa is now the leading country throughout the world. Everyone else is fighting, and they're fighting in-house. And that comes from exploitation, that comes from, change, it comes from all these factors that we do not know who is controlling what. You understand? It might be the Nephilim, it might be who else, it might be Illuminati. But one thing we know for sure is
Might be Elon Musk.
Might be, man. Might be. It might be. It might be Donald Trump even. I'm kidding. So we need to understand as to the basis where everything is. It now? Are we trying to be innovative to make sure that convenience is there, or is it a plot with what the Bible has been telling us this whole time?
It is a plot, but with Africa, they don't really know these things like that. The world is moving, yes, and they see, no, this is available in that country, in this country. With Africa, they don't really know these things. They really don't. Okay, let me say Namibia. Let me not even say Africa. They don't really know these things. They're just making it convenient. But little do they know that step by step, you're following this, you're following on. It's available.
Yeah, the
there.
trends we are following.
Following that, just to make everything comfortable or convenient in the country, be more modern and stuff, be more advanced and stuff.
It happens. Like, guys, do you know what? Like, have you seen what KFC has done? Do you know the KFC thing? You don't know the KFC thing. You go in, you are like, beep, bloop, order, beep, bloop, card. And then you go pick up.
I didn't know the card thing though.
No, you
swipe there as well. You just know it's just not the ordering.
You swipe there.
The time when KFC ordered.
And swipe there.
Swipe there.
There's no more next. It's just now you need to fight with the people for
these things.
Yeah.
They always say they want to make it so convenient. The road to perdition is paved with good intentions.
Yeah.
100%.
So you already know that how everything is set up is that they are going to try to market it in such a good way that, this is convenient for you, this is good, this is that, this is much easier.
Yeah. So,
but it's going to lead you to a point
You're
where
going to go here.
hey,
you know.
Yes.
because even if you look at
100%.
let's say AI.
Yeah.
AI, when it was created,
It was supposed to make everything simple.
make everything easier, more convenient.
Yeah.
But even the godfather of AI, the guy who actually
Created it.
has come out and said that, okay, what we've created here has the potential to be one of the worst.
Worst thing ever. 100%.
You guys here.
Going crazy.
AI is going to be taking over your job tomorrow morning. You go to the office, you just find the doors are closed. They cannot open because
That guy is
they are
literally also saying.
controlled by an electronic system.
True.
And on top of that, Hilly, the thing that actually scares me the most when it comes to AI is, do you know that as much as we enjoy using AI, do you know that we are busy feeding it our
Everything
characters?
it needs to know, yeah.
Yes. Do you know AI would know that this one is
Even
emotional.
Google only knows what it was fed with.
Yes.
100%.
This one is what, this one is what. So, guys, rather let AI work for you and not you work for AI in this situation.
Google, guys, you will be controlled.
And speaking of
it's already
controlling and
So actually with AI, you are literally giving your enemy the information it needs to destroy you. Because
Yes,
that's where we are
facts.
going. You are literally feeding with all
everything.
everything. And after that, if it just decides to backstab you like this, it didn't backstab you. You gave it the information for free.
Like that movie, that Will Smith movie.
I Robot.
The way everything switched. Because the thing is, we are creating the intelligent version of ourselves with AI. Because as human beings, we have a capacity that we can reach but not surpass.
Yeah.
With machines, after people discovered machine learning, they realized that no, machines have the capability to even learn what we can't anymore as human beings, because we only have our limits.
It's limitless.
So now, you create this thing that you want to create that can outsmart you in the future. And you're giving it all this information. Trust me, that's a recipe for disaster from the jump.
Now, speaking of recipes, do you guys think that AI should be used in terms of locating missing people? Because I feel what we are doing in order, of having to find, or in terms of having to find somebody that is missing. Like I go for Friday and then I only come back on Sunday.
Wait, why am I remembering Meriam? How far long?
Exactly where I want us to dive into, guys. Meriam Kaxuxwena was
Went missing.
She was
Her
missing.
dog, the one that she gave KFC, I think.
Hungry Lion is the dog. It's a little dog she was giving Hungry Lion. So yeah, apparently she went missing. Did they find her yet?
They
Yeah,
found
they found her
was it
recently.
in
like,
Miami.
yeah, in Miami.
What?
So it was posted on my juices where she's running on the beach, and the little dog is also running behind her. So it's just
What did she say about her life again? I'm living my life.
Yeah, I saw the WhatsApp shots, or when you post
Meriam, ne?
yeah,
Meriam.
when you post on social media, and she had the text there, man. It's not this specific text that I'm gonna say, but it was something in
Something
that
in that line.
like, yo, my brah, I've had enough in this world. I've enjoyed, my life to the fullest, and then you disappear.
But the crazy thing is this, man. She kind of like alluded to actually like running away or something.
Yeah.
She had texted a few friends or something, and then she was like, she sounded all emo.
Don't
like,
look for me.
I'm done with this life.
Who found her?
No, people just spotted her.
In Miami.
Yeah, people were just looking like after
Maybe
they
they
announced-
saw also online that
Yeah.
this person is busy.
But who would know Meriam in Miami, guys?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Probably Rick Ross.
Hey, oh yeah,
Was there?
yeah,
Knows
bro,
everything.
say, huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like for me, I think she was actually looking for attention.
Yeah.
Probably just told her friends like, "Nah, tell all my juices that I'm gone."
Yeah.
Her friends
But
were probably
honestly,
like,
Meriam should stop it and come back to being just you're doing
Guys,
too
that's
much.
the
She's
first
honestly
ever.
doing too much.
She is the country's first ever slay. Guys, like
Slay
she taught godmother. She taught a lot of them a lot of things.
just up there with Dog Sister.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, you can't love money that much. Like, honestly, guys, you need to get to your senses and sometimes feel like, no, I want to. Let me tell
The
you
people
something.
are high level.
Vamos, she's a
Meriam is
model.
living- yeah,
the
she's
model.
Yeah, high level model.
Model.
High level. You want to be a model?
No,
Not one of Tabo Besta's models.
no. But she's a model and she feeds off of men.
Yeah.
If God today decides to eliminate men, she won't have anything. Or whatever men give you, guys, she will have
God
nothing.
decided to eliminate men. No, all the women want to.
Yeah.
Hey, no, you're stretching it.
Yeah.
All the women.
A lot.
A lot of those women
A
that
lot.
depend on men and that have sex with men for money and their whole picture, their whole life.
Yeah, it's
Just have sex with men and live a soft life. Go on yachts and go to Dubai. But what they gotta do is sleep with men. If God eliminated those men,
that you are
they won't
sleeping
have
with
anything.
for man.
They won't have anything. They'll have zero. They'll come back to their mother's house. You need to have a sense of no.
What
Let
if
me.
their mother was also depending on it?
Yo, the mother doesn't even have a house. I know it's really tricky. Hey. You need
Be
to
like DJ
understand-
Khaled. Here, go buy your mama a house.
Yeah, that stuff. But
Another
really,
one.
you need
Yeah.
to. We understand that you want to live a soft life. We really understand.
we do, guys.
that.
We do.
No, we do. But you can't really have just nothing. All you have is beauty, and you can.
Yeah.
You know,
And-
you know who the problem in this situation is?
Yeah.
The men and the Sims who've made it a norm for women to be this way.
Yeah, and just be
Because
that. You can just be.
Us real men,
Yeah.
we like
Come on now.
put our
We love.
We're like, no,
We love. As we love.
keep a controlled situation.
Yeah.
You let women run all over you to a point now. You've created this society where it's
get
weak
no
men
less for you,
spending hundreds of thousands on women
Yeah.
just to get a I almost said it, but I don't want to.
Yeah, don't. They know.
Just
You
to
guys
get a
know it.
little something.
Yeah.
Just to get a little
Just to
something.
get the.
And that's what you've now created. A society where you've created women
is the
who are
word.
so,
Ay, man.
Yeah, no.
you've created women who are so entitled that they're entitled to the smallest things. Like they'll tell you straight up, like now on the first day you cannot take me to
Yeah.
town.
KFC.
You cannot go and
take me to
swipe.
KFC.
Yeah, but you can't
That you've
though.
created-
Aya, what do you
No,
mean you
But
can't?
You can't
That's the
though.
problem.
Guys, what's wrong with KFC?
problem.
You can't though.
Because
Nothing
you
KFC is
know the
good, but we
problem.
can't.
Ilifa.
So for me, it's just this problem. We created it ourselves as men, but now women are also not dumb. They saw that and then they are like, okay, we are gonna take advantage of
You
this.
like this? I'm gonna
Like
give
it?
it to you. You
Gonna
give
give
me
it.
mullah.
And
That's
for
so
me,
crazy.
Yeah, it's just a crazy thing that it's now society has normalized this.
Yeah.
Because the guys on this side who are simps, who've created this thing, were like sharp with it. And then the women who are benefiting off of this thing were like sharp with it. And now all of us
Everybody's
in the
happy,
middle,
boss.
we have to be like, okay, it's
Lima
fine.
Sharpa.
Because
The way it is now.
Yeah.
It's suddenly the way.
let me just ask you, what type of coach does it have to be in it for you to pay 100,000?
Hey,
It's just a
listen.
regular-
Yeah, let me tell you
just
what.
regular.
Yeah, let me tell you one thing. Even you as a man having to pay 100K, bruh, unless maybe it's stolen money that you want to get rid of,
Yeah.
and you don't want any trace of you. And now we're gonna boil down to where society wants this kind of happenings to where it leads to our community. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have society trying to manipulate our community in a way of having to know that nyash, the more nyash, the more I'm paying.
But you guys
'Cause
know
it's
the
a marketing
intention.
ploy.
Do you men that love nyash or butt,
Yeah, but
yeah,
But
you
what?
men that love butt so much, it looks so good, it's so round and it's thick and it has a shape and it's soft and it's jiggly.
like an onion.
You guys know the
Makes me wanna
intention
cry.
that God had when He created that.
to sit
Yeah.
down, Mos.
To sit down or to take a
Yes.
dump.
Yeah, it's literally to take a dump. That,
Dump truck.
So it's, no, yeah, but
But
Bati wati,
hey, no, but
bati wati.
right, she's
but-
right.
No, honestly, this is the thing that is.
Bati.
You are drooling. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're
No, this is
drooling
the
from there.
thing.
You are like, wow, I'm gonna pay 100K just to touch that.
Do you
Just to
know?
sniff
Do you
that.
know how things have changed so much?
Mhm.
Back in the day, if you look at like how models were, they used to be slim.
Yes,
It
yeah,
used to be a
petite.
certain type of look for you to be a model. That's what society considered like pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's always been like that. But
100%.
that was
And then
the world before
Marilyn Monroe
urban
came
culture.
to break it. Yeah,
Even Marilyn Monroe was not yet there.
yeah.
Yeah, because urban culture came and then it took the beauty away from,
Those ones
white people.
being slim and
But being slim was that, but because
being slim was beauty-ish. If you look like that,
African bodies are known naturally to have curves, to look a specific
fake
type of way.
butts.
And then with the 80s and 90s era coming through, where urban culture started pushing the limit, where it was hip hop and it was girls in the music video shaking their
Like a
identity.
tail feather.
So it came to a point where the people who own these companies, they were smart. They knew that, this is where the attention is going now.
Smart marketing.
So
Yeah,
let's market around that. Let's market around the big booty girl, the guys flashing money, the guys doing this, the bouncing cars. So let's try to see how we can get the attention there so they can buy most of our stuff.
society traps, guys. Society traps.
Your Ralph Lauren jeans started changing shape.
Yeah.
Instead of just a straight bootleg now, it had to kind of have this and then
Now it's invincible.
Now it's a skinny jean.
then they started being like, okay, no, let's try to show the curves more. Let's make skinny jeans.
Tight entirely.
And that's what made the whole nyash kind of pop out.
Pop. It's popping.
So basically it was a marketing element to be like, okay, and they're not dumb. They know exactly where most of the money comes from.
Yeah.
Don't let people lie to you that, no, it's all just by chance. It's all by coincidence that, no, black people, let's empower this culture because, we made it for
it's
us
ours.
by us. It was never for us by us. It was for them, but for us by them.
Yeah. Because now it's something that they do not have. Now, in order for them to, satisfy both needs, it's me being
Caprivian.
yeah, and
I didn't know you were going to say that. I thought you were going to say no, not that. So I was like Caprivian.
me being Caprivian, and now I go to the river and then I notice, but now I stay in Windhoek. Now these guys here, they have fish. Now, how do I encourage other Caprivians to eat fish? So then I go to the guys in Katima, I tell them, listen, you guys, because I'm Caprivian, give me the fish because you know my dad for free, I'm getting it for free. So now I come here to Windhoek, what do I do? No, do you know how difficult it was for me to get this fish? Now I'm selling it to my fellow Caprivians on an expensive price. And each and every time I just go and I pluck the villagers, you understand? I plug the people and I tell them, no, just, my dad sent me, I need to, so we use a scenario of somebody trying to sell you, Hilifa, you need to help me here. It's the same thing that you said, but
try to sell like a specific.
I do not want to use the race thing in this explanation. I do not want to be like, no, it's a white woman with no bum trying to sell, this specific gene to.
I'm joking.
Yeah. You guys know. But white people now have nyash, guys. They do have.
The possibility to have is there now.
Yeah. And that's basically what we're saying.
Obviously, it comes from us, race mixing.
Yeah.
One thing that the racist whites from back in the day, the one thing they didn't want, they didn't know that was going to be the answer to their problems.
Yeah.
That race mixing thing that we started doing after slavery.
Interracial.
That's what gave them the nyashes.
But anyways, coming back
to Meriam.
Sure, Meriam, but also to men paying and girls selling and
so the likes of Meriam that we are suffering now, guys. The bar is too high.
Like I was saying, I understand that you're very beautiful, you're so gorgeous, nice body, and you just wanna have sex with men for them to give you money, for them to pay your rent, for them to buy your cars, for them to pay for your lifestyle. But now do you think that if that man goes, will you have, yes, the other three will be there, but if they all go, will you really have something if that guy decides not to pay for your rent? Or all the guys that you are having sex with decide not to pay for this and that? You won't have anything. And that's really the difference between white people, as you guys were saying, the whites having this and that.
Nyash and no nyash. He said there's no nyash, but there's brains.
I'm telling you, there's really the difference between white people and black and black people. White people are after power. They're not after things. That's how you'll see that they would want power. It's not the things that they want. Now, for an average black person, you'll go buy your flashy cars, jewelry. They're looking fly as
like
hell.
us
They're
of
having
things.
these expensive things. But power, do they have? No, they just shows that they could have money. I see that much is expensive. They do it for other people to see that they have money or that they can afford, and that's how they buy these flashy cars and all these things that I'm mentioning. But for a white person, you won't see a white person trying to flash. They're not flashing.
They don't.
They want power.
They want to own you. They want to own you.
No, they want to
own you. Yeah.
You literally think till here. This is where black just till here. All.
And to be honest,
it's all. Imagine
they make us. They own our mind.
Themselves.
They own our mind by having us believe that the materialistic things we need is what is going to give us the power.
Yeah. And it's so sad that they think just till here. You black person with money. You think just till here. I didn't mean like that. But you, fellow black, you just think till here. You want to buy and whatever. Now come back to the white person. I'm telling you, it's power. It's literally power. They will go study, they'll go do this and do that. But that's to overpower you. You can never, but does not matter if you have more money than them. They'll overpower you with their power.
And most of them, they don't even believe in that traditional way of, no, you go study.
Yeah.
Because everything is so systematic with black people that look around, look at most of the colleges.
I see where you're getting.
Black people are celebrating getting into college. White people see it as, okay, it's a step.
Yeah.
Like in black families, for real, you'll see that, oh no, I got accepted into UCT, I did this. Everyone is celebrating. They will throw a party for you.
Yeah.
White people, they'll like, your mom comes knocking on the door. Did you make it? They're like, oh yeah, I made it. Oh, good. Then she goes.
Yeah.
But for them, it's a stepping stone to get whatever they need. But is not necessarily a must
A must,
or
yeah.
a need for them.
Yeah.
That's why even most
Because
times
they have power. They already have power. So I can decide to take my child and you can run the business now. You can get us more money.
and
you can do
you know-
whatever. You don't even have to go to uni,
Diving into the power story, we need to understand that even with this issue of Meriam and her having to
Dog.
disappear, yeah,
And a dog.
it's attention seeking. You understand? Maybe you're seeking some type of attention, but then there's no other way that you can get that type of attention. So you kind of like need to act, or you need to come up to say, no, I'm going to kill myself, and that's the quickest I'm going to take my own life. That's the quickest way you get attention from even family members that were not talking to you, even your boyfriend or your wife or your what. You had an argument and you're like, yeah, I'm going to end it. Do you know how much attention you will get? And that's where the white people have us.
Yeah,
100%.
attention.
Yeah. 100%. In high school, I had a friend. Her name is Wilka. Shout out to Wilka. If you say this one day, you've taught me a lot. She's a black general black person, a Vambo for that matter.
Black general.
Yeah.
She was adopted by white people. Yeah. So, and I was close with her, very close, She taught me so much. Till today, I would like to thank her in her absence that it's because of her that I passed how I passed in my matric year. I never liked maths. I was not really I know I'm a smart girl, come on now, but maths was not my subject. Not that I was
2
feeling
plus
it too
2
bad. I'm telling
It's
you.
4 minus 3.
I'm telling you.
That's
Now
one.
the real
Quick
thing.
math.
So she really taught me that. She really the closest I've been like that to a white person was through your account.
The opposite.
I'm telling you. Until she had this she was literally white because she was adopted by them. She stayed with them for many years. And how she thinks and what she does and whatever, how she dresses, it's just, all she thought about was passing very well, having power, having this. But she did like things because she's naturally black, but then she was working hard for them. I passed with an A in my matric year in maths. I passed very well. She pushed me, and maths used to be her favorite subject. I used to study, I used to do this. I passed very well because of I was so influenced, and she did make a change in my life, honestly. Up until now, how I think about general things, I was like, shout out to you. Anyways.
Shout out to you, Wilka.
Shout out to you, Willie Wills.
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, when we speak of it's actually good you spoke of Wilka. There's a story, I don't know whether you guys checked, you guys remember Linda? I believe.
Oh, Linda, I
Yeah, everything will be
Okay, never give
Be okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I can sing. Let me do the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. One day, everything will be okay.
You should see how that beat was created. You should see how that beat was created.
Bitch.
Oh. You should see how that beat was created. You should see how that it was a good beat, and shout out to Match Beats. Most definitely, Match Beats played a very crucial role in having that song, be number one everywhere. I read I don't know whether you guys checked out that clip of Linda. She finally started coming out. She started popping out in the
She's
socials.
been gone though.
Yeah, she has.
I think when she dropped that song, was she 15 or 16?
Yeah, she was
She
15.
was 16 actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She
Or
started
2016
recording.
that
She started
year.
recording. I think she was 14 when she started.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah. So at such a young age, and you having to know that you are adopted. You understand?
Oh, she was
'Cause-
adopted.
Yeah, she was.
yeah, you need to check the story out. Yo, it was.
So the dad that was like her best friend, the baller.
No,
The baller.
Yeah.
No, it's-
adopted. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So
dead.
shout out to him. He is also an estate late. Yeah. So with us having to look at your friend's storyline and our favorite artist here, it's kind of twisting to find out that you take someone else's child, you raise them as their own, but then within that raising that child as your own, that child starts having talents all your other kids don't have.
Ish.
You understand?
Hey.
And that's the outsider. That's the outsider. That's the one that wasn't born here. That's nothing. You know.
I really want to adopt a kid one day, guys.
No.
Everything.
One
will be
day,
okay.
believe.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
So with what I read from Linda's, come up and coming down, and now finally she's moving up. You can. It's so sad, man.
Would you say she's moving up though?
No, I'm
like-
okay, not moving up in the music scene, but in the life scenario.
Is she
because
moving anywhere?
everyone goes through something sometimes, and you won't believe the story unless you hear it from the person themselves. When it comes to depression, when it comes to you losing your adopted parent, or you're losing the person that used to take care of you. And one of the reasons why she.
People, guys.
Yeah, but one of the reasons why she also went into that total darkness was apparently I quote from the video that I watched. It's her younger brother, or the younger brother in that house had passed away, and the biological sister of that younger brother had accused Linda of sacrificing.
Because now she was getting into the industry, and she was going big. She was going to India. She was going to the US, and she's getting paid a lot of money. So then that's how they.
That's illumination.
For me, that's crazy because
No, but it's not true.
It's not
yeah,
true.
obviously it's not
It's
true.
not true.
Yeah.
What's crazy about the Linda story to me is that, for someone who is so young in the industry, receiving that amount of success so early on, at a point where you don't even really know what's going on.
Because
all you
someone
know
is
is that you're
managing
talented.
you, though.
Yeah.
And I heard that they were paying her 70,000 a day to perform in India. When she was
India,
performing
when
in
she
India,
was
she was
in India.
performing for 7 days, and each day she was getting paid 70,000. She didn't even know what the money was being used for, because
Yeah.
someone was managing her.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy is really questionable, but go
Yeah.
on.
What's crazy to me about that story is that, so much was expected from a kid
Yeah.
who just entered the music industry and then had a hit song. Because, there were a lot of kids who came into the industry that time, but they never made it like that.
Like her, yeah.
Because if you look at guys like DJ, they were also like
I also wanted to
16,
talk about
17.
yeah.
You look at guys like KK. KK was like 18. So they're all young. They all
With
had their hit songs at a young age. But with Linda's song like blew up.
Yeah.
It blew up out of here.
She went big.
So now,
She shook hands with Barack Obama
Yeah.
so now imagine at that level.
at
And
that
then
age.
you don't know anything. Oh, yeah, at that level,
But
at that
props
age.
to the manager.
all you know,
though.
yeah, props
You
to the
need-
manager,
you
but
need the
also the manager needs to answer a lot of questions.
Yeah.
No, he needs to.
No, like
no, he
I'm
needs to.
looking at the manager's marketing tools. You understand?
Was the-
Like
I don't feel like
what-
she
what-
really
what-
did much
Yeah.
marketing her.
But
so
then
it's
you
her
also have to
talent.
remember,
It's her talent that
Yeah, she had
actually
a smash
brought
hit.
her. Yeah.
I feel like he probably
I
played
mean,
a
Madge
role.
made it happen, so.
Yeah, like if you
Yeah,
look at
shout out to Madge Beats.
there's a lot of people. You say you can't give it to the manager alone. You probably have to give it to the producer. You give it to
yes.
whatever team she was working with. I don't know if it was Ogopa at that time, but she was working with a team. And then now you have to look at the fans also, because the fans didn't let her
Don't
down.
play with Katima, Chief.
Because it was her fans who were spamming the hell out of that song,
Yeah.
sharing it. When it came to the awards,
And she just
she
bruh, she was the youngest
awards.
award winner. You know?
And now look at her coming into, going to travel to India, going to the US and whatnot. It's so much for a young kid to understand.
Yeah, the
Once it's
comprehension
taken
there is
away,
too much bright colors.
yeah, once it's taken away, ne, everything could completely fall apart to a point where
I think
she
they're
feels like she
falling
doesn't
apart.
have. Like in her instance, it all fell apart.
It all did.
But
But we don't really blame her. It's the producer. Like, you need to answer. Where's all the money that's
Manager, not
Yeah.
producer. Please.
No, did I
Mr.
say
We
producer?
love you.
And then manager.
We love the producer. We
I
know
meant
the
manager.
producer.
Like, where's the money? Why is the other one going through like trials and tribulations? I mean, we all do, but like
That's what they
with
do in this
with
game.
earning every day 70,000 going to the US, having all this money. Where's the money today? Where's the house? Can we see the house? Where's the car?
the manager probably also just took advantage of
Yeah,
the
it's
fact that she was
one
young.
of this. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely
age
did.
really
And
played
it's
a big
happening
role.
everywhere, okay? It's happening everywhere that the managers are not.
Because you should see how this entire story unfolded with her having to make, I believe, you know, according to the clip. You guys are gonna check it out in a bit. So according to the clip, right, when she approached the producer is the one that harmonized the song.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. You know, and this is a very big shout out to each and everyone out there that is doing music. People don't pay you, or they don't come to you because you are
You're
it
just
with
there
putting
behind
things
the-
together. No, people come to you because there is something that you can put together that can collaborate with what they have. You understand? And being a producer, you having, dude, I have seen, till today, I do not understand all those little,
Everything.
I do,
The ways.
no, I don't get it. But then you get
The
somebody.
real credit, nigga,
Yes.
is to the producer. The real
Yes.
credit
Yes.
is to the producer.
Shout out to the
Amen.
producer for making sure that he saw this is raw talent, this is young.
And also shout out Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peterson, what did he say? No, 8,000, and 8,000 that time was too much, guy.
8,000.
But the father gave that
He's
8,000.
like, my daughter.
Take it. I
There it
remember
is.
there was in her last exam that he had to write, and then she asked the dad if she can go, and she had an opportunity to go perform in the US.
Yeah, I
And
remember,
she
yeah.
was about to write the last exam. She told the dad, and the dad told her, "You can go perform."
Yeah. And then
Okay,
she was still
okay.
exempted for the
Quickly out of
exam.
that, would you let your daughter go to the US without writing a last exam?
Ah, yeah. Same
If she had Linda's talent, yeah.
You-
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm more one of those strict parents. Like, I think my daughter would have written the exam,
and then she can go.
She can go.
No,
think
but she had
maybe
to
you
go. She had to choose. Either write the exams
Exam or go.
to America.
Hey, Mike. Okay. Hey, but now
Go to America.
you see, now you're going to talk about me loving money again. Now you're going to talk about me.
It.
Baby, if you have to go, I'm with you. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm gonna tell my daughter
Honestly,
we go. Yeah,
she
we
can.
go.
Yeah, she can. It is a last year.
But I want to take her
last
to
year,
America. We should.
It was a
She
matric.
can come back and repeat it
Yeah.
if things don't go well.
Yeah,
And she's young.
Yeah.
But I
would
personally
shout
would
out to
try
our
to talk
system.
to the whatever for her to write the exam, to the principals for her to write the exam when she comes back upon her arrival.
Yeah, obviously before going, you
But wait,
you
can
get
you-
an
can you-
exemption.
Can you write matric like that? I don't think you can.
Exemption, special
That
exemption.
final matric exams you can't.
No, the
come back
final
and-
ones, no.
Yeah.
The final ones you can't.
Okay, whatever exam it was, either way, you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Guys, you know what? Okay, I wouldn't necessarily let my child go before her final exams, but speaking of final exams, Jadil, big shout out. She made me proud. Straight A. I have a straight A daughter.
Hey,
Straight
yo,
A.
what
Straight
is
A. Grade 3.
Hey, yo!
Yeah,
she's
Come on
straight
now.
A, straight
get
A.
Come on
Yeah,
now.
no. And her sister is just 2 C's, but she's also a straight A.
Come on
So
now.
shout out to my girls, man. They've got the father's mind.
Come on now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Right.
Can never be wrong.
Yeah, you can never go this.
Yeah, all right. Can never be wrong.
So if it was like Linda was being paid 70K per day, man, I would go 70K per day for 7 days. Yo, you know how many iPhones I'll bring you guys when I come from?
What?
All are ordered by
Honestly,
me.
the manager and the mom.
Yeah.
Was the mom the biological mom or also the mom of the father?
Also,
Do you
no.
guys understand what I'm saying?
What she said in the interview is that
Yeah,
her sister came to her and said, "Oh, you're adopted."
you are adopted. Yeah.
She's approached her mom before, asking the question. The mom always gets
This
pissed
is
off.
all black people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Caprivians.
they're all. But then, yeah, like for me, it's just a thing of the family was already like sort of like having some animosity towards her. I think just off the fact that she is adopted.
And she's so
Obviously,
talented.
she's super talented.
Yeah.
She's bringing in all this money, even though the money is not coming home immediately. Because what I understand is that the person who was managing her was a family member. So they said, okay, no, this money is going into your
Trust.
your needs and whatever. you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Daily.
Like,
dose.
yeah, for recording, for this, for that, for that. The other money is going to the family. So now in my mind, I'm like, okay,
She's 15.
what
now.
money is going to her? She was like, no money is going
She
to
didn't even know. She just knew 70,000, but she didn't know who is
No,
doing
and
what.
you
with
see,
her.
and that's the thing about managers, guys. Like, I've always had this question whereby people ask me when I do my own events, you know, like I go MC, I scout for myself, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, yo, but you deserve a manager, Bones. Can I be your manager? And then I ask myself, I say, is it manage because you know that I'm going to get this amount of loot? What am I going to get from that loot? You know, because if I get paid per se X amount, yeah, and this X amount is it's having a digit, let's say 12K. I'm getting paid 12K. How much is a manager supposed to get from my 12K? Me standing on stage, having blisters in my feet, making sure you guys are laughing there, making sure, you know, I'm controlling the vibe because I'm an MC, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I have 12K, what is the fair charge that my manager is supposed to get
For
from me?
doing what also?
And do you know, most of these deals are backwards also.
Is it?
Because you let the manager approach you and come to you with a contract. But that's not the way it's supposed to be. You're the business.
Yes.
The manager is providing a service. So
Yes.
you draw up the contract.
So
be like,
you are hiring the manager.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
how it's supposed to be.
Manager.
But when it comes to us artists, we are always so backwards about it that the
manager comes
approaches
to you.
us like, oh no, like let's sign this, let's do this.
And then the manager pays you.
Exactly.
My
Then the manager.
day.
Yeah, everything.
You're supposed to pay.
Yeah, that is what happens.
Yeah. I'm supposed to pay the manager. It's
and-
me now.
And with this
Without me, you won't have money.
situation, you know, you 15-year-old, this is like, you know, the young Justin Bieber move, guys. You know what I'm saying? Young Justin Bieber move. It's just that, thank God we ain't got no PDD here. Yeah. So, but the manager kind of like did a young PDD move also on Linda, in a sense of having to trap her with all these fancy things. You understand?
You can go here and there. What
Like, no, her
wasn't
being
getting nothing.
picked up, her being picked up, her being,
and
taken
taken,
to KFC. You just go in, you go sit, your food is there. You understand? Because this is how these niggas do. This is how these people come
Honestly,
to you.
I'm so sorry to tell you guys. I think the way to solve this is you're too young
Yeah.
to be in this industry. 15 years, you're very young.
Yeah, groom
Don't be-
Or
yourself.
you could, okay, the thing is, we
Because
can't
we
really say
cannot
that.
tell managers also to be good and don't steal their money and whatever. We can't really say that. But I think we should really bring it forth to people that you are hiring the manager, not
Yeah.
the manager hiring you.
Look.
That's what people should know, or artists that
Jolene,
want to get into the
if
industry.
we have to look into, you know, the young talented artists being exploited by this people, let's look at the examples. Who do we have? Justin,
Justin,
Bieber,
Bow Wow,
Wow.
Usher.
you have Usher,
Yeah,
you have Jojo Siwa.
yeah. You
all
know,
young people.
yeah. So
Yeah,
so
and they got in really young. Yeah.
they got in.
But
you know
Jojo
what I'm
Siwa is another day. We should speak about that another
No, we
day.
need to, we need to.
dive deep into Jojo Siwa.
So
Because there's a lot going on or was going on. There's just a lot, really, guys. Every day is just everywhere, a lot.
yeah, and
But then it's tricky. It's tricky because if you look at artists like, let's say, Usher and Justin Bieber, there've been a lot of talks already about them being used by this, you know,
Yeah.
industry guys for sexual favors and
you
whatnot.
guys that are following the case, you guys speak in the comments.
Tell us.
It's a bit tricky to be like, okay, no, they've reached success because they did achieve that success.
They did.
But at what cost?
Yeah.
Because you never know.
But at what cost? How are they doing today? How is their
And
mental health? How's it been?
The other day, CJ and I were also having a conversation. We're talking about how Justin Bieber himself, his face is on a shirt. Guys, do you know that your face being on a shirt, you also have that extra $5, even if it's sold in Pep, Ackermans,
anyway, yeah.
where everywhere your face is, you're a brand. And those guys are guys that will never go zero
Yeah.
on when it comes to their bank account.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like, do you know Exit is actually suing Antonio?
Our very own.
yeah.
Eh, our man,
Suing him
Rockers.
for- Rokas is knocking them.
What?
So, yeah, so he's suing for a couple of million. I'm still not sure what the number is, but he's suing for over 14 years of Antonio selling his Rockers merchandise.
And you see what I was saying now, Jolene, in terms of your face being on a t-shirt. Bruh, that is why
Rend.
Yeah. And for me, it's weird because I always thought Antonio is actually like
promoting yeah, like
selling,
we're
or
together.
at least the artist brings you.
Okay,
the
but where's
merchandise
the money
to sell.
going?
Apparently, Exit didn't make a single coin.
No, I'll also sue him.
So,
And
so
for
that
us,
means
for us
Antonio is
that no
actually
exit.
printing this.
So we tried saying that if you're that young, do not go into the industry. We tried saying that managers shouldn't steal, but I think the solution or what we can say about it is you should know that you are the one hiring the manager. You should, but then now how will you manage?
Do you know what's needed?
What?
NASCAM needs to actually create business literacy amongst, like just a project amongst the artists. I think that's very important because
and one thing. Sorry, talk,
even
Jolene.
if it's the ministry,
The fact that we introduce IPLC, the intellectual property, whereby creatives. This is to you guys out there. Everything that comes out of your mind, ne? Even these guys that are using your images to promote their own events on Skangela Owens, don't use other people's photos and promote your event, or don't, because it's intellectual property. It's not your original idea.
100%.
You understand?
Yes.
You get people that think just because we work together, you are also it. You didn't have
You are
any.
not it, my love.
You
You're
were
not
just
it.
part of the wind there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So also with the whole Exit and Antonio story now, and also going down to Linda's, it just shows that our artists are not that educated to know in terms of protections, in terms of protection towards themselves, protection towards their music, protection towards their branding. Their brand, you are your own brand. So how do you protect yourself? I was watching this other clip of Akon. Guys, do you know that, with Akon and Sony, it was like when he started making music with them, he didn't know that his music was ringtone compatible music. So instead of him having to get his full IP, like let's say Sony would record, the song is out, but then in the back they would sell that song per download for $4.99. $4.99. And with him having to make the song, they would pay him $1.99. So he didn't know that he lost out an entire $3 from every download. That lonely, guys, we all had that as a ringtone.
literally did.
Yeah.
what's that song? I wanna make a
Smack that all on the
All
floor.
those songs are
Smack.
ringtone.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
I miss that song.
and then what he did is, and it has been going on for several years. And when he found out, he was like, "Yo, listen, that song you playing? No, I bought it off. Just a conversation.
Yeah,
Then the
yeah,
person, No, this song, no, it cost me like
$4.
$4.99, man. I'm para five rand.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, hold on.
I'm getting
Okay,
a dollar.
ek kry dan 'n 2-pin hier
$2.
and JJ download them for R5. So then
Yeah.
that's when most of his music, and all of us think that Akon or Akon or whatever we call
Akon,
toch, Mr. Lonely. All of us think he went out of the music scene because he couldn't produce anymore or he couldn't sing anymore. No. It's just a business module that he came up with to say, okay, so now all the music that I'm going to make should be ringtone compatible music.
Yeah.
So that is an eye-opener to most of our creatives out there. Even if you're a musician or you're selling
Know your
sweets,
stuff, hey?
you need to know that if you buy from me on the street, obviously it's Stura price or street price, but have a brief background as to how much it costs.
I saw something that I think it was a screenshot. I think I showed you. It was saying this middleman, like let's say I'm selling my product for 2K and then there's a middleman and he's gonna sell it for 5K. You say it's too expensive now. I'm losing out.
Yeah,
I don't have any
exactly.
any bag. I didn't bag any bag
Yeah.
because you said it's 5K. But like, why are you doing so much, middleman?
Exactly.
Like,
The middlemen
damn it.
out there need to
You are
also
really
start not
blocking.
getting
No, really.
greedy.
maybe you can add $3 depending on the product, but you can't say after I said 2K, you're selling it for 5K.
Bruh.
Now my deal, I don't have any deal because the things are too expensive. You're lying to the
Exactly.
people, it's 5K. Why do you want a 3K? Why don't you create your own thing and sell your own thing? No, really, guys.
Yeah, but
But-
sometimes we need to cut out the middlemen.
Yeah, no, sometimes
in
really
a lot
just
of
do
businesses.
that.
Yeah.
Because you're also losing out from the middleman. That middleman is selling it for another price. Or
Exactly.
maybe tell the middleman, but they'll still add another
They'll still add.
price. They'll still
I'll
add.
tell you, ne? We really need to cut out the middlemen
Yeah.
because I only came to find out recently. There's a company that I've been working with. So basically, I charge these guys $10,000 to do an animated video. These guys charge the mining company $60,000.
Snap.
So now, just look at the difference there. How much I'm losing, and I only came to find out recently.
Dude, and you know what, ne? It's kind of
How
funny.
did you even find out though?
No, I found out because one of the people who worked there actually
Now spade kom al dit laaste.
I was working with the team. So usually I'd work with the owner of the company. But then he became very comfortable where I'm like, oh, no, communicate with the guys.
Speak to the rest.
Yeah, then I communicated with the people, only to come and find out that, oh, no.
So one video they charge is 60,000. You are the one creating the video, you get 10,000.
I create
From
100%
scratch.
of the video.
Yo,
I get 10,000 for it. They just get the money
Amen.
for linking.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's their name. When they
Yeah.
approach the company,
Obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
There's
know.
no
We
nose.
can-
There's no
Nothing.
nose. There's no
they
nose.
can't even do jack nothing when it comes to animation. That's why they get it coming to you. Amen.
Yeah,
crazy.
unfortunately,
lifestyle, I guess.
Yeah, that's the sorrow life has, guys, and yeah, man.
Now we would want to leave you with a few things though.
Yeah,
If you guys have last things to say.
No,
Before
yeah, you know what? Man's not hot, man. Yeah, bruv, man. the headman of the village. Ladies and gentlemen, we are, always unpacking. It's all about culture. It's all about making sure that we spread the knowledge that we get to, really, really find out. Some of the things might go according to your advantage. Some of the things might not be into your advantage. But all you need to know is that we love you guys so much.
on my end, actually, I wanted to first before I close
I
out.
also wanted to say something
I wanted to
before we
say-
get to the end.
okay,
That's
sorry.
what I meant.
Okay, we get
and
to
you,
it. Oh,
let's do
okay.
it again.
No,
Let's do it
I wanted
now.
to ask, have you guys heard about that little device that women can now use to actually pee?
Wait, hold on. What device is it?
So there's this device, it's shaped like a cone, sort of. And then basically, then they put it down and then they pee. And in my mind, I'm like, why?
I asked also, why do you want to
Why?
stand and pee? But I think it will be very convenient
Uh-uh.
to the gays.
No.
Yes,
Okay,
the
so
lesbians
it
that
may
act like a guy. They can go into the guy's bathroom and pee in their little cone and say it's their little thingy.
I feel like that can make a mess. The way
But how do you? Yeah, you
No,
guys.
no, it's not,
I
it's not,
know.
it's
I can't
not.
even
so you
demonstrate
just
what I
hold it,
think could
you
happen.
press it up against your hoo-ha, and then you let go.
Yeah.
No, why?
No messing.
Why?
Why did God create it like that?
No, exactly. Why
Sit
did
down.
guys
Sit
sit
down.
sit
Hey,
down.
Mina, sit down.
Sit down. Where it could be a benefit is, public toilets. Where as women we are very sensitive.
Yeah,
We get
sanitation is-
disinfection,
yeah, that
we
means
get
well,
this
that's
and that.
hygiene.
You start itching for no reason because you use the toilet for sanitation reasons. You maybe standing. I don't know. I just won't pee in a toilet. Then I feel now you can't also hold in your pee. So I think it could be a good idea for like hygiene
the
reasons.
reason why I'm laughing is it reminds me of a similar story. I'm not going to mention any names or whatnot. But it was
Mention.
It's a friend of mine that traveled outside the country.
Uh-huh.
You understand? And this person went to one of the most populated countries. That's where I got this guy from.
This cute
Yeah.
guy.
So
Wang.
just the day upon arrival. Nee. Dis daarom vuil mense, weet jy kan nie eens op die toilet mooi sit nie. And now I'm thinking of the device and I'm like, you're coming
So where
from
will we keep it though?
yeah, you're coming from a
Keep it in
place.
a handbag though.
Yeah. And then no.
It's a cone though.
Yeah, who's
Do I rinse it after I
Yeah,
pee through
exactly.
it?
Does it have a
Hey.
special kalapi?
Oh, what's going on?
That
I
you-
think where is it available though?
Wipe once.
No, it's like, so it was being, I actually, I saw it on a TikTok.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like on a TikTok and I was
Hey,
like,
it's a TikTok mense.
Interesting, but it's just weird.
Honestly, interesting. I mean, to think of it as hygiene, sanity, whatever. But
Yeah.
besides that, man, sit down.
Yeah, just sit down. You know, if you can't sit down,
Yeah.
man,
Pee at home.
I want to know how the other
no,
day.
Ilifa, there's no way. There's no way you can pee at home.
The other day I was out with my man, and we're at this place.
Hey,
When I went into
my
the
man. Hey.
when I went into
Hey.
the bathroom, there was this. I was hearing voices of two men. They're gay, but they were like, "Hey, chummy." You know, the voice is rough. They're trying
Yeah,
to make
no,
it sound
it
smooth.
has a
type
prof-
stuff,
prof-
you know. So I get out of the bathroom. You're like, "Chummy, just claw." I'm like. Yeah, I was so disgusted and annoyed because why are there two men? It's the ladies' bathroom, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm very homophobic. Like why is there a man where I'm supposed to be?
Okay.
Oh, then yeah, no, I'm not done.
Okay.
Yeah, so I get out, and then the one guy goes in, and then it's like, "Nia, I also want to pee. Let me go in with your chummy." They go into the same bathroom,
Bruh.
in the same toilet, not even bathroom.
Question,
Yo,
Jolene. Do you think they went to sit or they went to stand?
that's what I want to know. That's my question. Are they sitting or are they standing?
They definitely said,
They said and push it
The
down.
role needs to play it out in full. Don't get out of character.
said
Nobody so okay, I guess you wanna be gay, whatever. But like, why are you two men going into the bathroom? Your
Natural
girls,
obligations.
like what?
Do you
no.
perform any natural obligations?
Please, guys. Okay, so I felt really uncomfortable. Like I'm like, there are men in the bathroom, and
Yeah.
that's how people also feel like no, they don't wanna poop in
Other
public
people-
public toilets.
No.
Some people are like, no, when they go out, they don't wanna
Jolene,
poop in.
Let's not do the public toilets. Let's do the would you Ilifa, would you take a dump at my joint?
For me now, I'd answer it first. I can answer it.
okay, answer it first.
I'm so sorry.
you won't take a dump at my joint?
Listen to me. Whomever's house it is there a toilet?
Yeah.
Is there toilet paper?
Yeah.
What business do people do in toilets?
Number 2 and 1.
I will poop in your toilet.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, it really depends whose house it is.
First and foremost,
Yeah.
I already don't want you pooping in my toilet.
You can poop, guys. No, I really don't advocate for holding your poop in.
Yeah.
No, poop. The toilet is for you to poop. And also these people after you come out, oh, were you the one in the toilet? What do you expect me to do in the toilet? It's for me to take a dump. If you want to poop,
My toilet is for me and the people who live in there. Now you cannot come from your house and come poop at my toilet.
Nah,
What
can
are you coming to live there?
Come poop already.
No, you
are
can
you-
poop.
what are you
The
coming
person was there the whole day at your house. They cannot even poop.
Yeah. Listen, there's a question. You know what? Me, I don't have any of.
Can I poop in your house?
Yes.
Why so fast,
Because I
bruh?
know you.
Yeah.
But there was a similar discussion. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, Jalamun Opobi menses I can poop. Because this one friend of mine did the number 2 at someone else's at someone else's house. Right? So with having to do the number 2, the only thing I was told was Yana me bra, ek ken nie of ek dronk was nie of ek ken nie waar nie, maar I think I missed it.
What?
So guys, do not go poop at other people's houses because he said he does not know whether he landed the shot directly or whether
missed
it
it.
was. And then his best friend went on telling the whole Osona ne. That guy
Man.
pooped in his pants.
He pooped his pants.
You
I'm
understand?
gonna tell you guys a very not too disgusting, but it's
To our viewers out there, please. It is natural to do number 2, ne?
it's
Not at
okay,
other
guys.
people's places.
No, what if I was visiting the whole
Listen,
day?
Sanitation.
Listen, like there was this.
Oh, it's really
there was this
depending
guy.
on how your tummy is that day or whatever. If it's just
Yeah.
a normal, I'm done eating, I want to poop. Can't go poop, guys. Just
But
try a
listen.
little bit, it's fine. Or if you come out, you can tell the people, you guys can wait for a few minutes, I poop.
But listen, there was this other thing that happened one time. Yeah? There's this girl who came like to visit at my bra's place. So this girl comes through. She, they had a nice date before. Then she comes over to his place. And then they're sitting in the sitting room. All of them having a good time. She's like, oh, I just quickly need to go into the toilet to freshen up. I just quickly need to go into the toilet to freshen up. She goes in. She's there doing herself properly. She's, decides to take a poop. It's a simple poop. It won't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She takes a poop. Okay.
Aye.
She goes. She realized that, she ate a lot. She poops.
Yeah. You let
Very
it go
solid
down.
poop.
Yeah.
She decides to flush. Thing is not going.
Ay.
So she's trying to flush. Thing is not going.
Killing me.
What?
Now, what happens is she's like, okay, I don't want to embarrass myself. I'm literally going to take a toilet paper
Take the poop.
and then throw it
Throw it
out
outside
the window.
the window.
Okay, that's what she decides to do.
Ay.
She throws it outside the window. It's another house, another room.
Embarrassment.
Now, these neighbors come. The houses are joined somehow.
Aw.
These neighbors
Well, it's
come,
just a boundary wall.
knocking. Like, what's going on? Why are you throwing poop into my house? Now the guy is shocked, and the girl is there. She can hear everything that's happening. He was like, no, I didn't do anything like that. And then they're like, oh, no, let's go see. Now she's like, no, but there's a girl inside, so I cannot enter like that.
Yeah.
Then he starts putting 2 and 2 together.
Oh, snap.
No, I have 2 stories. I'm gonna make them very, very short.
No.
I watched this other girl.
You're pooping stories.
Okay, what is my pooping story? The other one is from a
Okay.
storytell
Yeah.
whatever on TikTok that I watch. So basically, there are whatever, whoever people are there, and then the one girl decides to go to the toilet. Okay, let me just say that it's my story, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I decide to go to the toilet. I wanna no. Hold on. My story is not coming. There are 2 stories. So one story is my friend and I were chilling with these guys, girls, whatever. We're chilling, and so everybody's chilling. But now it's my friend's boyfriend's house, or they're seeing each other. So then my friend goes to the toilet. Now there was water, man. The water was not spooling, and she noticed only when
The deed was done.
Exactly. She went in with a handbag. What she did was, because it's a flat and the window was now into the yard of the flat, you understand? Not the other side or whatever. She took the poop and put it in a handbag.
Hey.
So she put it in a plastic, whatever handbag. She was sitting amongst them. Now the people are smelling now. What's going on up?
But rake.
What's going on up? Now everyone is just wondering what's going on. They can't smell it. They are checking, guys. What's going on?
No,
It's poop. She just quickly went. The girl did go outside and throw the poop in, but the handbag was smelling like poop.
Odor.
And later on, it's only now the girl that found out that it was actually her friend that did that, because one day she wanted to use her friend's handbag and then she gave the handbag, and she also forgot she pooped in that handbag, whatever. Now my story, it's not that deep. It's not
Okay.
It's not that gross. I came
no.
home at my other dad's house. I have 2 dads, by the way. I was intoxicated. I was with my friends, whatever. Came home. Now there's someone in the toilet. Now the toilet is not the bathroom.
Too late.
Yeah, the toilet is not the it's not a bathroom like that. It was just, here's the door of the toilet, and there is a toilet part and the sink. And the other door is the bathtub and the sink. And
The nice part.
yeah, you get it. So now the toilet is full. I'm intoxicated. It don't klop.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's run. So I no, it's not that.
No, I love the way you.
I had
That pause, ne?
I just yeah. And now I was looking for a bucket where I can pour water and poop.
Water
So when I'm
gooi,
done,
ja.
water gaan gooi. Nee man, die bucket was it tappen and ek het klaar gekak. Sorry, the bucket wasn't in the bathroom, and I wanted to, it was there. I couldn't go out to look for the bucket.
Yeah.
I pooped in the bathtub.
Ah!
I was already intoxicated.
And what did you do?
The water,
How did you save?
the shower.
The
taking
string.
it, and now I'm pushing the poop.
Oh.
I did poop close to the sink, so I'm
No.
there. I think I'm done for the day.
Yeah. Give us something.
Okay.
No.
No. I think we're done for the day. Okay, but let me
Just
just tell
that
you
one
guys
stroke.
let me tell you guys the truth. I did poop in the bucket and pour it over.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
How can I make the poop go down in the bucket?
Yeah, there's no other way.
But either way, that was the story for the podcast. Anyways, so yeah, honestly, guys, you can.
You
poop
did
in
it
the-
responsibly.
I cleaned it up.
Oh, okay.
I cleaned it
Yeah,
up.
very
There's
good.
nothing.
Ah, very good.
Do you want my dad to come ask me questions?
Very good, very
I cleaned it up completely.
Yeah.
And whatever. But honestly, do you guys think air freshener helps?
No.
Nope.
No, it does help. Let me tell you how to use it.
How?
Before you poop, spray.
You
Then you
I,
poop.
I have a feeling, guys, not a feeling, but I've noticed that after you poop, yeah, and immediately you use air freshener, it intensifies that smell.
It does something.
It makes it rough. It makes it rough.
Gives it more aura.
Guys, it doesn't. So, being a smoker and all, just take this advice.
This is the part where you say, being a smoker and all, I'm gonna stop soon, and then
Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
No, start over again.
Being a smoker and all, which I'm gonna stop very soon. This is now a life hack. Life hack. You can never go wrong. You must go right. Yeah. So if you have a matchbox with you when you go poop at somebody's place, or even if it's a nightclub and whatnot, and the odor is not, it's not working. It's like irritating. Take a matchstick, light it up, and just wave that one stocky.
Or let it burn wherever it is.
Yeah, or let it burn where it is. Guys, you're gonna be commenting and saying, yo, Paul, right? Kudos to that, man. So please, when you go poop, make sure you go with just don't burn down the people's houses, please.
But honestly,
You're here now
not
with
that
the yellow club firoki stocker. Come on.
If I'm to advise anyone
Yeah.
pooping,
Yeah.
if you're gonna poop at someone's place, just make sure it's someone that you are willing to let go of in case anything goes wrong.
Elima is
You
so
lose that
against
friend.
pooping
you
at
may
people's
lose
houses.
that friend. Like it can go all that way worse because once you come from a pooping problem, an issue that you had at your friend's place. There's no coming back from that.
you'll be so
Either.
ashamed though.
And in order for your entire indaba to not smell so much, guys, drink a whole lot of water. Do you know that your poop smells gruesome because your water levels in the stomach
Because you are eating different things.
Yeah, no, you need to drink gereeld water. I'm going to put you guys up to that. Drink a whole lot of water in one day, and when you go sit, you test. The next day, don't drink water at all. You'll see the difference.
And also eat your vegetables. Don't just eat meat. Meat makes it worse.
Anyways, guys, we have come to the end of this podcast, shooting, video, anything. And we are really, really, really happy to have you guys once more with us. We enjoy being here with you guys, talking to you guys and sharing. And please do communicate on the comment section what you think, anything. Say anything that you'd love to say. But I will leave you with a few things. With the young women right now living off of men, getting their thing from men. Honestly, I understand that you're beautiful. You're selling that for them to pay for your rent and buy your cars and this and this. But have a sense of income. Think about what if they're gone? What if they disappear? Or maybe, fine, you have that one guy that's paying for everything. Get the money from there and then create a business. At least that, so that when that guy is gone one day, you won't have anything. And I know you guys know these things, but it's really serious for you to know that selling your body, just having sex for money, would you really tell your child? You should always think of as, if I can't tell my child that, think about, can I tell my child, Mommy, what were you doing when you're in your 20s? No. I was just having sex for money. If you can't tell your child, just know that don't do it. Do something with yourself. Do something meaningful with yourself. I understand as a woman, I do want my man to do stuff for me, but I would never go out there having sex with men just for them to do stuff for me. And I'm not saying I'm better or whatever, but I'm really telling you, do something for
not the way
yourself.
to
We
go.
understand that you don't have education, all you have is beauty, but it's not the way to go to live under men. This man can control you, this man can kill you, this man have power over your entire existence. Over you having a nice lunch, it's because of him. Really? Seriously.
Crazy.
No, it's too crazy, honestly.
Crazy.
And the other thing is, with the managers and artists and whatever, I do not know what to leave you guys with when it comes to that, honestly. But what I could say is that you should be educated. Know that you are the one hiring the manager. We do understand he's the one getting you the gigs, but it's that is because you are the one that's good. You are the one. It is because of you that he is.
You are the business.
You are the business. So don't let a manager manage you to the point where you don't know what's coming in, whatever. You might not know, but you need to know every deal that, no, this is what they're paying me. And then you know, monthly or for every gig, I'm paying my manager this much. Yeah, I think that's it from me. Go on, guys.
From me, I just want to leave everyone with one sentence. Love yourself, bro. Believe in yourself to a point where you don't let other people's actions dictate who you are. So self-esteem is everything. Believing in yourself, knowing who you are. First and foremost, it starts by you knowing who you are. Your friends want to do this, do that, partake in some things that are not very orthodox. Be willing to be like, that's not me. I'm sharp.
Know yourself.
Yeah, just know yourself. Know yourself, and then that's when life starts working out.
Yeah, and guys, from my side, it's all about having to know where you come from, all right? Need to understand that you come from a place that has value, you come from a place that has respect. Yeah, man, you need to value yourself and you need to respect yourself and the next person. Knowledge and wisdom is something that comes free. Just make sure we all get to read the same books so that tomorrow you don't get to say, the Village Podcast guys think they are smarter than us. No. Read the same things we read and stay tuned, guys. Like and subscribe.